4312 is my allowance for today's class of breeding ewes. I started today's class from 4 and 3, and they were the more expressively wider based ewes that were carried more arched spring of rib and stouter out of their hip, and 1 and 2 that were the lower performing ewes that were stellar made and more shallower in their rib shape. Yes, my class winner could have been cleaner in her underneath, but she still makes her way to the top of today's class. In my beginning pair, the trimmer made 4 places over 3, as she was a stronger top, thicker hip female that came out of her spine with more curvature to her ribs. I understand 3 was a deeper bodied, more expressively thicker made ewe out of her hip and was wider chested, but she was more shallower in her depth and more nondescript in her top. Moving on to my center pair, the thicker made 3 places over 1, as she was a symmetrical ewe that blended more smoothly from front to rear, carried more reach off of her front end, and was thicker, more expressively shaped across her ribs. I admit 1 was cleaner in her makeup, leveler out of her hip, and stouter in her length of cannon, but she was a smaller frame ewe that needed more bone and rib shape across her lower 1/3, more specifically in her chest floor and about her ribs. Finally, in my ending pair, the smaller scaled 1 places over 2, as she was smoother over her top and carried more length of cannon and was more correctly set in her hip tocks and pasture, allowing her to carry a more fluid stride when on the move. Nevertheless, I concede the smaller leg. Nevertheless, I concede to the smaller leg ewe. The smaller leg ewe was well rounded about her rib shape and thicker over her rear quarter, especially viewed from the rear. But she makes her way last in today's class, as she is plainer down her top, narrower at the base, stellar made ewe that was more constricted in her movement and smaller built lamb. Thank you.